What's up, gun enthusiasts? Greg Rowe Show Tactical. As you can tell by the title of the video, I am going to be giving you a review, an opinion, a breakdown of the sticky holster. And before you get all, crazy and say, well, you said in, multiple videos that holsters like that are garbage and not to buy, leather holsters or hybrid holsters or anything like that. You're right, but I bought this for a specific reason, and I'm going to tell you what that specific reason is here in a second. So anything that I purchase, anything I use, anything I carry in my EDC has a specific value, has a specific reason, has a specific purpose, right? So this holster is no different. Before I get into telling you, why I bought it and all that kind of stuff, this is not something that I would ever suggest that somebody, carries inside the waistband. I've seen people literally take this holster, this is the holster, and literally stick it inside their waistband with no clip, no loop, no nothing, and just hold it in between, their body and their pants. I would never suggest doing that. I think that's really, really dumb. A lot of people use these for pocket carry. I can understand that. I understand that that's what they're designed for. And if that's what you want to do and you're a pocket carry guy, you do you. Again, that's not something I would suggest doing every day. Even though this is kind of just like, a thin kind of holster, carrying it in your pocket still adds a lot of bulk. I mean, it looks like you have, a bear claw or a chocolate eclair in your pocket. I mean, it's so huge and bulky. I wouldn't suggest doing that either. So, this is the holster, and the reason I got this one, I was looking, for something that was sort of soft like this. So I usually carry a DeSantis mag packer in my pocket with an extra mag because I don't like a bunch of stuff, on my belt. I've tried a couple of the, appendix rigs, the sidecars, whatever you want to call them. My favorite one of those that I've tried is the one from Blackhawk. I did a review on the channel if you want to check that out. But even as much as I like that, it's just not something that was comfortable and conducive to, my carry style, what I like. So I don't even really use that anymore. As a matter of fact, I gave it to my neighbor who's a cop and it has a shield, so I gave it to him. But this specific holster, I bought over the DeSantis Nemesis because this is now cut for an optic. As you can see here, it's cut out instead of coming all the way up here like the old ones used to do. This is cut for an optic. Now, I don't have optics on my pistols. I don't like optics on my pistols. I personally don't see the huge benefit to it. To me, it just adds bulk and things to your gun that don't necessarily need to be there. I have a more minimalistic kind of approach and mindset to everyday carry, so I'm just not a huge fan. If you like red dots on your pistol and that's the only thing you own, and that's the only way you go, and that's how you run all your gear, that's fine. More power to you. I'm not telling you you're right. I'm not telling you you're wrong. I'm just saying I don't prefer it. But what I have found is that I do like optics cut holsters. And so, that's what I've been buying, and that's what I've been carrying for a lot of my carry guns. And I'll show you the reason I like it here. This is the Springfield Hellcat. You can see there's no mag, there's nothing in there, it's clear. The reason I got this holster is because this holster actually fits basically all the guns that I carry. It fits the APX carry, it fits the Hellcat, it fits the 365, it fits the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus, all in the same holster. Typically, I'm not an all guns, fit in one holster type person, but for this specific one, I liked it, and that's why I bought it. Now, the reason that I like these kind of holsters with the optics cut, even if you don't have an optics cut pistol, is because you can get it out a little bit faster. If this is in the appendix position and you pull this gun out, when you hit here and hit the clearance, you can now get that out and up quickly instead of having to pull it all the way out over the holster and then get it. And that's an extra, depending on how fast, your draw is and how much you practice. I mean, that could be a second, right? A second and a half difference, just that little cutout. You get past that clearance and then you're up and out, as opposed to having to pull it out all the way and get it up. So you can like that, dislike that, agree with it, disagree. I don't care. I found that it's a little bit faster for me, so that's why I like it, and that's why I bought this over the regular one. Now, the reason that I bought this holster is because there's a lot of times that I have like these weird sort of like in-between things that have to happen throughout the day. Whether that's, I'm at the house and, I've got a pair of shorts on or whatever, a hoodie, and I have to go get gas, right? I have to run down the street to the gas station or whatever. And I don't want to go upstairs and pull up my, Kydex holster and all this shit and put it on my belt and all that stuff. And I don't necessarily just want to like throw this gun in my pocket, right? Or in my hoodie, with the trigger exposed, right? So what I was looking for is something that I can, in my truck, if I want to throw it in my, my kind of little open console thing here in the front, or if I want to throw it in my, the pockets of my shorts or a hoodie or something like that, I can do so with something that's thin that will still protect the trigger guard and protect, exposure to the trigger, but it's not going to be something that's big and bulky and plastic and, has a wing on it and a clip and all this kind of stuff on it. So that's why I bought this. I bought this for a specific reason, for those times in between when I'm not necessarily carrying, in the appendix position and I don't have, my pants or my belt or whatever on. That's why I bought this. My kids have activities that they do where I drop them off and I have to go get them, at night, and it's 8:30, 9 o'clock some nights when I have to go get them. So this is just something easy that I can throw this in this little holster here, throw it in, the console to where I have easy access to it because I don't get out of the truck, and I can still have my gun on me, still have, the ability to, if I need to defend myself, to defend my family, but I'm not leaving, my gun on some stupid gun magnet, or I'm not, just throwing it in the console, with the trigger exposed. So that's why I bought this. And for that specific reason, I think this works really well. To me, that is the best usage for something like this. Again, I'm not, telling you what to do. I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't suggest wearing this inside the waistband. I wouldn't suggest putting this in your pocket and pocket carrying with it all day. It just to me, it doesn't work. But for a specific reason of, throwing it quickly in a pair of shorts to go get gas, or throwing it in your hoodie pocket to, to go run to the store at 10:30 at night if your wife needs you to get something, or your husband needs you to get something or whatever, or, throwing it in, the console of your truck if you have to go get your kids from somewhere or something and it's late at night. This is very conducive to all of those things. It's very, simplistic. It's very minimalistic. And that's why I bought it. And that's what I would suggest if you have those kind of moments or those kind of things in your life that come up. That's what I would suggest, getting something like this. And that really, to me, would be the only real usage for something like this. So that's why I bought it. I didn't buy this as something that I'm going to, carry all day with me or carry in the waistband or anything like that. It's very mission specific, which is what I like all of the things I buy, carry, and use to be. So that's my opinion on this. I'll just give you a kind of a quick look at it. I mean, it's actually put together really well. You can see all the lines and stuff, the stitching, everything. I mean, it's pretty high quality for what it is. You know, a lot of people use like the Uncle Mike's and all that kind of stuff, which again, I would never suggest doing. I think it's all a bunch of trash. But for what this, for what I use this for, and for what my intentions for it are, it works. So, again, that's my opinion on that. Take it for what it's worth. If you own one of these, you're thinking about getting something like this, and you know you're kind of looking for something that's that kind of in between thing, you know, give this a shot. I think you know, for those kind of things, it works. It works perfect, and it's exactly what I was looking for. So that's it for me. You know, leave in the comment section below what you think about these holsters. If you own one, you're thinking about getting one. If there's anything that I can answer for you that I didn't go over, you know, leave it in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel. Have some more stuff obviously coming here in the near future. And until next time, I'm out of here.